Hello and welcome to day 2 of this every day at home until the quarantine is over series. It's also day 2 since the beard was cut off. It's definitely growing in. And since I gave myself my own haircut, I think it looks okay. It's not blended like I would like per se, and not necessarily as short on the top, but I think overall it works. Last night was kind of a rough night. It was really hard to sleep. There was an incredible amount of rain and really fierce winds, and it kept waking me up all night. My apartment was shaking, the windows were rattling, and finally I decided, you know what? I'm going to try to see if I can get this captured in video. I don't know if you'll be able to really hear the wind, but you'll definitely be able to hear the rain. And of course, this is not like a 4D sort of thing, so you're not going to be able to feel the force of all of this as the whole building was swaying. But take a look at what we were dealing with last night and why I couldn't get a good night's sleep. Yeah, it was rough, right? So because of that, I needed a lot of extra coffee today. I think I've had 3 cups already. That's one of the pluses, though, of working at home is that I don't have to stand up in front of a big group of people every moment of every day. Now I can sort of sit on my couch and ease into things and so get a lot of work done. I'm certainly not doing any less work. In fact, I'm doing a lot more work than what I was doing before, and my hours are much longer. I'm definitely working later into the night. Today, don't have much on my calendar or my agenda, but let's take a look at what I've thrown in the crock pot for dinner tonight. So tonight, in about 7 hours from now, we are going to have barbecue pulled chicken. You can see the chicken breasts in there. I threw in some onions I had as well for that extra flavor. A nice bottle of Sweet Baby Ray's honey barbecue sauce. And then I had some fun. I wanted it a little sweeter, I wanted it a little smokier, so I added in some brown sugar, some more honey, some chili powder to give it that sort of kick I was looking for, and then of course your regular salt, pepper, and even a little garlic powder. So we'll see how it all turns out. I'm pretty excited, but again, about 7 hours until this is ready. I still have a lot of good Easter candy left, including these mini tins, white chocolate from Fowler's. Nice bag of Russell Stover jelly beans. These have been really good. It wouldn't be Buffalo without sponge candy. I still have a couple boxes of this left. This one's actually empty. I've already eaten one bag of it and then transferred the other bag into a smaller box, so I don't have to use this big one, but I have the box here ready to go out into the trash later today. I also have this container here of Russell Stover marshmallow eggs. Different sort of flavors here. Let's see what we got. I guess they're all the same, covered in milk chocolate, which is pretty good. Don't have Peeps this year, but this will definitely fill the void. Look at that happy little guy there. This is what I was thinking about with that last thing, with the marshmallow eggs. I have these mini eggs that do come in different flavors. So there's coconut, which is a dark chocolate coconut, more marshmallow, my favorite, and a nice caramel. So I've been working my way through that bag a little bit, but with 40 pieces, these aren't going anywhere anytime soon. I also have this beautiful white chocolate bunny mold to eat at some point. It just looks too nice to eat, but we'll get there eventually. I still have this lovely Easter basket sent to me by my parents that I've yet to dive into. But look what's in here. We have some more cream eggs. We have a vanilla cream egg, a raspberry cream egg. Actually, that's a strawberry cream egg. A peanut butter egg. A cookies and cream bunny. A chocolate bunny, which is milk chocolate. And then this peanut butter bunny as well, too. Anything on the back? No. But it has this beautiful ribbon, this beautiful basket, beautiful decoration on the inside. So eventually we'll get to this too. We're doing all right. We got plenty of Easter candy. Luckily, Easter season runs for 50 days, so no rush. So you might wonder, what does my day look like? Well, typically, if it's a work day, I'm up by about 7:30, 7:45 in the morning. I have my coffee preset to make. Usually it's tea, but recently I've been trying to use up some of the coffee I have. I have a whole lot of tea, and that's not going to go to waste anytime soon, but some of this coffee that I had opened up a while ago, fresh coffee, real coffee, not like in a pod. I mean, I know that's real coffee, but, bags of coffee, I don't want that to go to waste anytime soon. So I went back to coffee. This one today, French vanilla. Yeah. After that, I usually lead morning prayer for my work, both for students and for staff. And that's at about 9 o'clock in the morning. Today was a fun one. We didn't necessarily follow the schedule or the routine, but we actually had some fun reenacting some scenes from Disney movies. There were a bunch of kids involved on the call today, which was wonderful. That was amazing. And this guy made an appearance. Yes, another one of my Disney plushes, Pascal from Tangled. He was quite popular, as some of the little girls in the call today with me were dressed up either as Princess Elsa or Rapunzel, and of course, I could put my Pascal on my shoulder while it balanced. I did it. And we could have some fun. There he goes. When they asked me, do you know, have you ever seen Tangled? And sitting right there was my Pascal. So yes, I have seen Tangled. Now after that, I tend to get into my actual workday. So I have my laptop here, and this is where all the magic happens. No, not just editing videos and doing stuff like that, but actual work at which I get a paycheck. And so I go on to our learning management system, which is Schoology, and I upload some assignments for the guys in my class. After that, I kind of stop for lunch at some point, maybe around noon, 1, something simple. Been eating, through my hard-boiled eggs. I might have, a sandwich. I might have some leftover things. The other day I had some leftover pizza from Mustachio's Pizza. Definitely get Mustachio's Pizza if you live up in the North Towns in the Kenmore, Tonawanda, Amherst, North Buffalo, Riverside area. That's all the places that they set on their menu that they deliver. Black Rock possibly too. So definitely take a look at Mustachio's. Great pizza. Then I go back and sort of finish up the day, depending on what it is, grading stuff, recording lessons for the next day, reading stuff for the next class. And then at 3 o'clock, I lead, again, another prayer service for students and staff. This time we pray the rosary for healing, protection, and obviously for deliverance from this situation that we're in. Then afterwards, I, watch some TV maybe, or I have dinner, play with my cat, stuff like that. But that's my day. Not very exciting, I know, at all. I rarely leave my apartment. I rarely even leave this couch during the workday. This has become my office, my classroom, my learning environment. But hey, I've made it my own, and it works. You might have noticed in other videos, all these things hanging on my wall. What's that? Another egg. But you might have noticed all of these things hanging on my wall here. So I like to call this area Gasoline Alley. Let's take a look at some of these. So for a long time I lived in Ohio. So I have a license plate there to represent my time living in Ohio. The birthplace of aviation, of course, that is where the Wright brothers were born, in the Dayton, Ohio area. Next I have this awesome US 66 sign, this awesome road sign of the Mother Road, but if you look close enough in the sixes, instead of just regular old circle, they're Mickey Mouse heads. This I bought at the rebrand of California Adventure when they opened up the Cars Land area. So I have a US 66 road sign. And on the other wall across from that US 66 sign, I have this Interstate 5 California highway sign, but again, a giant Mickey head, as Disneyland is off Highway 5, Interstate 5, the 5 freeway on Harbor Boulevard in Anaheim, California. I have a spot here on the wall for that Interstate 4 sign for Florida's Walt Disney World. Still looking for that sign. If any of you can find it, eBay, Parks, you happen to have an extra one, feel free to send it, as this spot of the wall is waiting for it. Looking back now at that US 66, I also have this tire above it, which says Luigi's Flying... What is that? Another egg, and it's like a chrome colored egg. It's almost like it's meant to be inside a tire. This is my tire from Luigi's Flying Tires, but it's not just tire, it's actually a hat. No, I'm not going to put it on because I have all those eggs sitting in there, but maybe in another video you'll see it. This ride no longer exists, at least in its form. And so when they originally rebranded California Adventure and opened up Cars Land, they had these flying tires you could go on. And it was really kind of cool. You sat in there and they moved on air, and it was like a bumper car thing. Didn't work so great. Now they have sort of a ride where you sit in a car and it kind of does a little dance sort of routine. But this is from that opening day, and it's a really cool hat. You might remember this sign from my food challenge I did a few weeks ago when I ate all the crawfish and made that crawfish boil. But a few years back, I think around 2012, I want to say, I went to New Orleans for a service trip at the place I was working at the time, and we went there during our break, our Christmas break, and we worked with Greenlight New Orleans and installed light bulbs, energy efficient light bulbs, into homes that had still been devastated from Hurricane Katrina. I also saw the abandoned Six Flags park there, and all sorts of things that are hard to describe, and you wouldn't believe me anyways unless you were there. So I have this road sign here to the French Quarter. Great place to be. And then last and certainly not least is my Haunted Mansion Doom Buggy license plate. Now I had with this originally, I had to move out of my apartment one time when I was working at another institution, and I either left it on the wall or something when they were doing some repairs, and it went missing. I don't want to accuse anyone of stealing anything, but we'll just say it went missing. But luckily, a few years back on Christmas, my girlfriend was able to find one for me, and now I have it back. So this is the license plate of our Doom Buggy, our carriage that takes us into the Haunted Mansion. So that's a quick look at all those road signs, license plates, and tires that I have hanging on my wall down Gasoline Alley, which leads towards my bedrooms and my bathroom. So hope you enjoyed that look at some of my wall decorations today. Now back to work. Wednesday's lesson is all recorded and edited. Now we just wait for it to finish uploading to YouTube. And it's only a couple more hours until that chicken is ready. I can't wait to taste that. I've gone ahead and started to separate, not quite shred, but separate some of the chicken. It's been in there for a little over 4 hours now, so just to see how it's cooking up since there's not too much in there. So we've got a little bit of separation going on, and let it cook for at least another hour, hour and a half, and then we'll shred it and let it finish marinating up all those delicious juices. And there it is, the final product about 6.5 hours later. Shredded up pretty nicely. Smells great. Very hot. So we're going to let it cool, and it'll still cook for a little bit longer as it cools down and stays warm, but looks delicious. You can see it's bubbling over here. So delish. Can't wait to try. So that was a really delicious dinner. Totally worth the long wait for it. 6.5 hours, the whole day. It's like you put it in before you go to work, come home, you got a great meal. I got plenty left over too. It'll be great tomorrow, warmed up. Oh, it'll be delicious. I'll maybe even put it on the rye bread instead of eating it off to the side. So, well, that's my day. I'm gonna go watch some TV probably, maybe play some games, and just relax a little bit. So I will see you tomorrow. Everyone stay safe, be well. I'll see you next time. Bye.